Have you been medically cleared yet?
We're working through that.
Okay, so that wasn't a yes.
We're working through it.
Okay. Now, how much of him playing is up to him?
I think there's definitely a lot that's up to him. I mean, you don't want to put somebody in that position, but certainly he's doing everything in his power. He wants to be out there more than anybody. So, but, you know, we'll work through it. We'll give it up till game time, and we'll see where we're at.
What do you need to see between now and then for the play?
Well, there is nothing more to see, right? We put everything out there.
I assume he was limited today?
Yes, Bill, he was limited.
Yeah, so it's definitely feeling a lot better. A lot better from when, you know, the injury happened in Brazil. So, you know, the whole thing is, like we said before, just taking it day by day, trying to see, you know, how it feels every day, and coming here, keep doing the treatment, keep doing the rehab, and, you know, was out there today, and just trying to take it day by day and just keep feeling it out, but it's feeling better.
Pretty excruciating.
Yeah, it was, you know, when it happened, it was very painful. You know, it's definitely, I was telling people, it's the most pain I've been in on the field. So, you know, just a lot of emotions, but definitely very painful. And, you know, didn't know in the moment what might have happened, you know, what the injury actually was, how long I might be out. So it was definitely a scary moment, but it was very painful.
By the time you guys got out of there, were you pretty sure, though, that it wasn't, you know, your worst fears?
Got out of where? Out of Brazil, you're saying?
Yeah, before you got on the plane or...
Well, still, I mean, even, you know, when we got out of there, we hadn't done any tests, any scans, anything like that. So we really didn't know exactly what it was still. And I think the docs were trying not to, you know, make any judgment calls right there on what it might be, still not knowing, having those x-rays and scans. So still wasn't 100% sure, but, you know, I was able to walk on it, put some pressure on it, so that was a good sign.
I know you're taking it.
Your mind that this could be a season ending, that your season might be over?
Yeah, when it happened, it was one of those things that was very scary. You know, definitely, I was not knowing what happened. You know, I've never had like I've torn my meniscus in college, but never had an ACL or anything like that. So I never really didn't know what that felt like, didn't know what it might be. So a lot of thoughts went through my head for sure.
I know you're taking it day by day, but what do you need to check off in order to feel comfortable playing on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of boxes. Obviously, I think getting back in practice and doing that, and just, you know, feeling what it feels like to take those drops, being the live fire, things like that. But you know, like I said, we're taking it day by day. The trainer's doing a great job, kind of monitoring me, seeing how I'm doing and how I'm reacting to everything, and you know, they'll be the ones to clear me when the time comes.
What did last week look like for you? I guess what was the process of trying to get back on the field?
Yeah, last week, I mean, there's a lot of treatment and rehab exercises, you know, trying to just get my knee back. And, you know, didn't practice last week, just taking it day by day again. And, you know, it was a lot of mental reps of going through the game plan and you know, trying to put myself in the game and just being in that film room, trying to learn from those reps I was missing. So just trying to stay as fresh as I can and stay ready if there was the opportunity of me getting cleared.
It's your first time with the brace, trying that out?
No, it's not my first time. No, we did it last week too.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did it take a little bit to get used to?
I mean, it's different. Yeah, for sure, it's different. But I wore a knee brace in college when I tore my meniscus, so you know, nothing I'm not used to.
Matt has said you need to be able to protect yourself before he puts you out there. How do you know if you're able to do that without facing live bullets? And at this point, do you feel you're able to protect yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I think that just comes down to the workouts and the things I do on the side when I'm not in there practicing with the trainers, and trying to push myself to, you know, whether it's reacting to pressure in the game or just being in the pocket, being able to take hits, like just reacting and pushing myself in those workouts when I'm by myself to make sure I'm confident when I do get in the game. But it's the same thing. The trainers are seeing everything I'm doing, and they're not going to put me out there unless they feel confident that I can protect myself. But at the same time, that's why it's good to get some practice reps in and get that feel of what it's like again. But at the same time, there's just nothing that's like when it's live bullets, you're in the game, and that rush is real. So there's a lot of things that I might not experience before I get back in the game. Say it again, sorry.
The meniscus injury at Nevada, was that the same knee or the other one? Or?
Right knee.
Does the knee brace affect your mobility at all? Are you able to just be as mobile without it?
You're not as fast, no, I would say that. Definitely, I mean, you got to – it's just different than not having anything, I'd say. It's a piece of metal on your knee, so it's definitely not as fast, but it's one of those things that you just got to adjust, It's going to help protect me and keep me stable in everything I do, so, might change my game a little bit, but at the end of the day, I'm not a receiver that has to run all these crazy routes downfield, things like that, where I can just stay in the pocket, yeah, it definitely affects mobility a little bit.
Two more for Jordan, two more. How helpful he was in the process. I guess what was some of the advice you was giving him last week, and just to be able to see him play the way he did?
Yeah, no, I'm proud of him for just it's a tough situation. I've literally been there. Didn't come in 2 weeks ago like he did, where he's just trying to learn the system and everything. And there's so many moving parts for him, but been there and it's tough. And I told him everything that I wanted to hear when I was going in. Just be confident in yourself. Trust everything you see out there, and just go out there and make plays. Have fun, and it's an opportunity that he's waited for his whole life. We dream of this opportunity of being an NFL player. So just go out there and have fun. Don't be afraid of making mistakes, things like that. It's an imperfect game, but I'm proud of the way he went out there and played and made some really big time throws. I mean, that touchdown he had was a dimer. So went out there, protected the ball. I think that's the biggest thing he did. That was so good, but proud of him. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. I'm going to take the week and just take it day by day and see how it feels. But I'm not going to make any decision on that now. I'm hopeful that I'll get to that point where I can get in there. But we're just going to take it day by day and see.